Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Throwdown. This is our 4th of July vacation break special. We decided that these videos were going to be a little bit more fun, have a little bit more levity to them. Luke, the Big Dog Williams, Caleb Black, our in-studio producer, Mighty Max Fury, and Luke had the idea for us to talk about the funniest things that we found in wrestling, a funny moment that we just thought was hilarious. And Max, why don't you get us started with yours?
Okay, I remember, you'll be able to tell me, I'm guessing this was the early 2000s.
Sure.
2003?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
When The Rock had a run with the Hurricane.
Oh, yeah, man.
Those promos were comedy gold.
Yeah. Shane Helms, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The jabroni beating. Pie eating. I love the fucking Rock promos, man. They're so
good. And it was such a big deal because the Hurricane came out, with his whole gimmick and whatnot, and then The Rock started filming for the Mummy 2, The Mummy Returns.
Yep.
And then he had his own film, Scorpion King, which I thought was absolutely, I loved it. I loved the Scorpion King movie.
The problem I had with the Scorpion King movie was that the Scorpion King in The Mummy Returns is a heel.
No, I didn't like it, like the version that they tried to pull off in the Mummy movie.
Yeah.
That didn't work. I didn't like that.
This whole CGI.
Yeah. Oh, it was that period where it was just bad CGI too.
It didn't even look like The Rock.
Didn't even help Brendan Fraser was in it.
No, it didn't help anything.
Also, fun fact about that movie, since this is a funny thing we're talking about, the date that displays the beginning of Mummy 2, the movie is set 10 years after the original Mummy, but the date is only 2 years later than when the original Mummy occurred in the first one.
Huh.
They both opened. The first one's like 1932 or 1922. And then the next one's like 1924 or 1930. It's only like a 2-year difference.
That wouldn't make sense given the age of their son.
Check this out. They realized that happened in their post-edit, like in the afterward. Shortly thereafter, the WB commissioned the Mummy cartoon. And they explain in the cartoon why the timing was off because of a time-traveling incident.
Oh, of course.
That's how they went back and fixed it. But it was like somebody paid enough attention.
No, we messed up. Let's just create time travel.
Start the beginning of the Mummy and start the beginning of the Mummy Returns, and you will see that those dates are not 10 years apart. They're like, it's either like 2 or 4, but it's not. That's really crazy. Funny.
Well, anyway,
back on track here.
The Rock and Hurricane, they formed their tag team.
Yeah,
and they became the Scorpion King and the Hurricane. They have their arguments back and forth about who was the better superhero.
Yeah.
And it was, I remember I always got a big kick out of that.
Yeah.
I always thought it was fun.
The one line I remember is when he was talking to him, he's like, "Are you the hamburger?" Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
What do you got?
Honestly, fun. It's really not a moment, it's more of it's a match.
Yeah.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever watched, and there's a lot of R-Truth stuff out there.
Oh, man.
But I'm not going to go that route.
He is gold.
I'm not going to go that route.
Sure.
I'm going Stone Cold Steve Austin and Booker T in the supermarket fight. In the grocery store, where he's
with eggs and milk and
pizzas, and at one point he's kicking. He's got Booker T up on the shopping cart. And Booker T's going, I hate you, Austin. I'm going to get you.
And Booker T got no offense in that fight either. It was just Stone Cold whipping his ass the entire time.
Throwing Austin into the bounty towels in the deep freeze. And then shutting the door, locking it, thinking he's got him. And Austin comes out through the glass door with the milk.
Yeah.
He's pouring milk all. He's like, got milk, Book? Hilarious. From beginning to end. And, of course, at the end, the sirens. And he's like, clean up on aisle 7, jackass, or something like that. Yeah. Fantastic. Good watching. Funny stuff.
One of the funniest things to me was the Kurt Angle Sexy Kurt song.
Oh, my God.
I'm just the sexy Kurt.
Oh,
sexy
man.
Kurt!
I'll make your ankle hurt. Oh, my God.
Marty Jannetty still can't walk. It's so good. Like, for the serious, aggressive performer Kurt Angle is.
Yeah, it not only that, he was wearing the chaps.
I like the milk truck, or the other funny one is the Invasion. When they're giving the speech, Stone Cold's fucking with Undertaker.
Stop it. Fucking with Taker.
Stone Cold, we're gonna win. Yeah, we're gonna go out and win.
We're gonna win.
No.
We're going to beat the Alliance.
Beat the Alliance.
You know what you're talking You know what you're talking about.
Taker's just like, touch me with that hand again, you're getting a nut back. It's shot, like Stone Cold's pointed.
And he just reaches over and slaps Kurt Angle to pay attention.
It's so good. Oh,
I'll have to go back and watch that.
So those are fine. There are lots of funny promos, lots of funny moments in wrestling.
Of course, the little Jimmy.
Oh, really, Riley,
Randy,
Jimmy.
Fantastic.
R-Truth is comedy gold.
He's still comedy gold.
Yeah, it's still gold. All right, that's going to wrap us up for this special 4th of July break-in. Stay tuned. We got a couple more coming to you.